Good morning. Welcome to Meditation App Space. My name is Luna, and this morning I will be guiding you and sharing with you Shalom Korin, a self-compassion meditation. We're just going to do a little bit of stretch for the body just to wake it up. Maybe this will be your first stretches of the morning. A little bit of breath work, and we'll end with a meditation. All you're going to be needing for this session is body length space, your mat. I have a block here just for oh, that's good morning. I learned something new today. Thank you, Corinne. Um, a block or a pillow or bolster, whatever you need, in order, if you like, for the meditation, just to keep your hips above your knees elevated. And that's about it. Also, we're gonna be using in the morning for this meditation just to wake up essential oils, and I'm choosing which one I'll use. So grab your essential oils if you like. Oh, really, Corinne? I'll find it. I'm sorry if I haven't accepted because I never really see my Facebook, but I'll check it out. All right, so we're gonna use for this morning. I want to use wintergreen. Hello, baby. And elevation. I'll use this too. All right, so I'm using wintergreen. This essential oil. Not a lot of people love it. I love it. Because they say that it kind of like smells like, like the soothing balms for muscle recovery. It's really good for muscle recovery for pain, but it's really also like very supportive and like grounding. I really love it. I said, that's great. We're gonna be friends on Facebook, Corinne. I'll accept today after class. I promise. I'll go check it out. So we're gonna use I'm using wintergreen. If you have any other essential oil that you want to use this morning, go ahead and use it. And if not, you just say like setting up your space, setting up the mood for this session. I'm using wintergreen in my trapeze area. And I'm going to use elevation because I really like these essential oils in the morning. Elevation, I just use a little bit. And just like rub it in the clothes. Like it smells so good. And just really elevates you. Like it brings you up in the morning. It's a blend of like a lot of citruses. Also has lavender, tangerine. It's got clary sage, sandalwood, ylang-ylang, wood, osmanthus, lemon myrtle, and melissa. I really love melissa oil. It smells amazing. It's kind of like lemongrass. I don't know if you've ever smelled melissa before, but it smells a little bit like lemongrass. It's a really great essential oil. It's the oil of light, actually, melissa, and it really helps when we're facing hard emotion. Actually, that should have been the oil that I should have used today um, for this meditation, since we're gonna be working on self-compassion. Also, another really good oil for this would be rose oil. I don't know if I have my rose oil around. No, I don't have it right. Oh, yes, I do have it here. Actually, now that we're gonna talk about self-compassion, just gonna roll a little bit of rose oil on my chest to open up the heart space. This is the oil with the highest frequency. This essential oil actually vibrates, like I said, the highest frequency, and it's related to the oil of love. So really good for this meditation as well. All right, we're gonna get started by, like I said, moving the body a little bit. By moving the body a little bit, so stretching it out, Maybe you just woke up, maybe not, but it's always good to move the stagnant energy around. So just by rolling the neck towards one side, I really like to start some neck rolls in the morning. And to the other side. And halfway circles. Bringing the knuckles in together, keeping them together, and then as you exhale, extend your elbows as you keep your knuckles together. So don't let this happen, but rather really keep your knuckles together and extend as much as you can your arms. Just gonna go a little bit sideways so you can see. Pelo pincho no. And back towards your heart space. And extend. Back again. And I'm gonna give two options today for extending the side, both of our sides for body. So one would be by plugging in your hand. This we always do. I'm pretty sure you're pretty familiar with this one. By plugging in the palm of your hand and bringing above your ear, your left hand, opening up from your heart space, extending the arm, or to the end to the other side. This would be one. We're gonna hold it for a while. And another option would be by coming to your knees, bringing your hips towards your knees, tucking your toes in. That gives also like a sensation, and actually not just a sensation, but you really a nice toe stretch. So that would be another option. Bringing one hand towards the ground and lifting the arm above here. Actually feels really nice too. So just pick whatever suits you best and you prefer. And towards the other side. And come back to center. Rolling the shoulders away from the ears, towards the back and forward. And wherever you are, if you want to do it by where you're seated at this moment, we're gonna just start like moving the spine a little bit. It's really good. I actually this one of the things that or movements, stretches, movements that I always include on my routine, either yoga, flexibility, whatever it is, before working out, after working out. It is cat cow pose or waves, spinal waves, because really keeps your back and your spine healthy. And actually, they say that the age that we have, it's not determined by the years we've lived, but actually on how flexible our spine is, so, or how much mobility we have on our back. So if you're sitting down, you can do it here. So bringing your hands on your knees, rounding through your spine, looking towards your belly, and as you exhale, look up towards the sky. Keep in mind that our neck is an extension of our spine. So as you do this, also involve your neck. So if you're sitting down, if you prefer to do it today by sitting down or on your knees, you can do them perfectly here. Spinal waves. So looking towards your belly, and as you inhale up, rounding through your spine and towards your belly. All right? And if you're gonna do them in cat cow pose, then come to all fours, stacking your shoulders right above your wrists. Your hips should be in line with your knees. And from here, you're gonna inhale, look up. Exhale, round your spine, look towards your belly. Inhale up. Exhale, round your spine towards your belly, I'm sorry. And there's one side and to the other side. It's very intuitive. Coming back and forth if you're here on all fours and just rolling, just giving some weight on your wrists, keeping those wrists healthy. And if you're in a seated position or kneeling position, then just come and do some wrist extensions by like moving your hands towards one side and to the other side, rolling them, just giving some nice stretch to your wrists, all right? So pick the one that feels best for you this morning. It's just about moving the energy, stagnant energy, waking up the body a little bit. You were with me in cat-cow pose, come back to a seated position if you were on a seated position already, and just stay there, lengthening through your spine. Just going to do one last stretch by sliding the hands forward and bringing your forehead towards the ground. And as you inhale, look forward, walk your hands towards one side, and bring one palm of your hand above the other one, and your forehead towards the ground. And try for your heart not to open this time, but rather square your shoulders so they can be in line with the ground. As you inhale, come back. We're going to go to the other side, walking the hands towards the left side, and bring now the right palm of your hand on top of the left palm of your hand, and forward fold here. Walk your hands back to center and back towards your feet. We're going to do a little bit of breath work this morning also, just to check in with ourselves, just to really start by grounding, becoming aware at this moment, but becoming aware in a way that we're kind of controlling the breath, right? So I'll give options. Some of you that I know, like Corinne, I'll give you the option of the 4-7-8 breath count. Hi, Lori. How are you? Good morning. Thank you. All right. So, Corinne, I'll give you the option of the 4-7-8 breath count. If you have any other condition, like as if you're pregnant or high blood pressure, epilepsy, heart condition, then maybe don't do this one, or don't do that. Just do the 4-7-8 breath count that I'll give you. So 4-7-8 breath count would be to inhale in the count of 4, hold it in for the count of 7, and exhale in the count of 8. I'll just count one round for you so you notice, and then so you know how it is, and then I'll explain the other one. So it would go kind of like inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold it in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So try not to count, like, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but rather keep it like kind of like the same pace, the 3 counts, right? And then that would be one option. If, like I mentioned before, if you have any of these conditions, stick with the 4-7-8 breath count. It's really great for the mind, really effective for just grounding, calming the nervous system, and just being really present and conscious of your breath. Sometimes I feel that when I do the 4, 7, 8 breath count, it's hard for me to stop then like the cycle. I just want to keep there breathing because it's just so amazing how it feels in the body, right? So I share that with you. And then the other one, if not, you can go with me. We're gonna do a couple of rounds of fire breathing, Kapalabhati. All right, so Kapalabhati is about sharp and short exhales. Do not worry about the inhales; those are gonna happen naturally, just because it'll happen. So you don't really have to worry about inhaling. Just focus on the exhale, and that comes from your core. So it's also a lot about core activation. We have all of our creativity or fire or inner fire. So we're also, because this meditation has a lot to do with self-compassion. I think that there's a lot of things that have to be transformed, and comes from that self-compassion, also from that inner fire for also believing in ourselves, also knowing and just being present and showing up for ourselves. So I'll explain how it goes. Now just come a little bit closer so you can see how the core works. So it's like the sharp and short exhale. So it's kind of like, right? Comes from the core. So you can follow along with me by doing this one. And if not, like I said before, if you have any other condition or you just rather to do something more slower pace, then stick with the 4, 7, 8 breath count. So we're gonna get started. Take a deep inhale if you're following along with me. Could be through the mouth too. Doesn't have to be the same pace from when you first start. You can always change the pace from you start to where until we finish. It can be different every day. And release. If you're doing the 4, 7, 8 breath count as well, release and try to check in. Notice how you feel. Observe the sensations. Observe if something changed. And we're going to do one more round of it. Whichever it was. If it was this one, that's great. And if not, if you were doing the other one, that's great as well. So we're going to get started. Take a deep inhale. And release. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Let it go. One more time. Deep inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Let it go. Noticing how you feel. Becoming aware of the sensations in your body. Opening up your eyes. And the meditation today's meditation. It's about self-compassion. And when I say self-compassion, I'm referring to so many times that we might be at an uncomfortable position in our life. So many times that we want to fight that being uncomfortable, that situation, that moment. We always, our mind will try to resist it and say, no, 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 this is not okay. It's not okay for us to feel this way. And you try to stay, battle it and not to feel this way instead of really accepting it, noticing where it comes from, hugging it. And many times, if you think about, pain comes from a very isolated place, and like a place where it's like rejected and just in the dark and by itself. So why, instead of like just keeping it there, try to like invite it. So it's not about just like, oh, okay, so I'm just gonna be depressed and stay there with this emotion, but not that, but instead, just hugging it, welcoming it in, and saying, all right, it is okay for me to feel this way at this moment in my life, and accepting it, hugging it, and trying then to transform it, to transcend from it, not to stay there and to just like keep yourself like with all these emotions and feelings, but like kind of like seeing it. So when we meditation, it's not just about um leaving the mind in blank. That's impossible. It's always about being an spectator of our thoughts and bringing the mind back to center again and again and again. And in this meditation, we're going to be focusing on, I'll be guiding you through it, but I'll be really focusing on being in touch with that part of us that might feel not comfortable. So, and after that, replacing it with something else that you'll see through the meditation. I just want for you to keep in mind, just come back to the present moment every time and just be really aware of what we're focusing as we are doing our meditation. That's great, Corinne. Kind of like I cannot see exactly the end of your message, but yes, it's a process. I think it's a never-ending process as well, to not judge yourselves. It's so easy to be hard on ourselves, so easy in so many ways, so many times that we are not even conscious that we're doing it, and it's something that's already programmed. Maybe it's like something that comes from a long time ago, from when we were growing up as we were kids, and it is really easy to fall into this cycle. But also the intention of this meditation is to find rest, to find peace through the process of being aware, right? So knowing that we can always find these pieces, we become aware of our emotions and we're in touch with them as well. So we're gonna get started. And if you like to have a blog or something underneath your sits bones as we meditate, please go ahead and grab one. Bring your hands towards your knees, close your eyes, finding rest in your body, observing your breath, feeling the support of your mat, the floor, couch, your bed, maybe wherever you're sitting down, just feeling the support of your body being held by it. So you lengthen through your spine. So you relax the skin in your face as you let the tongue float inside your mouth. Notice the temperature in your body, temperature in the room you're at. Feeling your breath as it comes in through your nose, it comes out. Observe how this air comes in cooler. You breathe in, how it comes out warmer through your nose as you breathe out. I'm going to start focusing in the area of your chest, your heart space. Bring your awareness and your attention to this area in your body. Can you notice if there is any tension around this space? It could be in your upper back, could be in your chest, could be in your shoulders, maybe your trapeze. Can you also become aware of the parts of your body around this area that are with ease? Don't feel tense. Can you now start becoming in touch with certain emotions around your heart space? Emotions that might be causing for you to be judging yourself. Try not to feel as if you are this emotion, just as an spectator of your thoughts. Be an spectator of these emotions. Trying to be really honest with yourself. Might be that you might be feeling sadness, anger, frustration, insecurity. Can you identify it? I'll give you some space in silence so you can check in with yourself. As you identify them, can you also relate them to what is this causing for you to feel like, for example, maybe this anger or fear that you might be feeling can be causing for you to feel isolated, be causing for you to feel rejected, might be causing for you to feel unworthy. So can you see if it has some relation towards however you're feeling? Once you connect with it, can you also observe your mind and observe maybe if your mind is trying to make you to control this and to fight it? Can you let go of that battle? Can you rather sit with that? Can you sit here at this very moment, being uncomfortable, accepting it, being okay with it, and breathe in as you feel uncomfortable. Breathe out as you feel uncomfortable as well. Where in your body do you feel it the most? As you keep breathing, try to find now being comfortable in the cycle of being aware, knowing also that this is not who you are. These are just tools, and our emotions and the ways we feel are just tools that help us become aware, knowing where the work has to be done with love, with compassion, the soft heart, softening with ourselves, accepting to feel this way, embracing it, and moving forward to your own pace. In order for light to exist, darkness and shadows are necessary, are very much needed. So these shadows or these emotions are part of the whole journey, are part of our inner work. So instead of fighting them, embrace them, serve them. Can you soften? Can you think now of 3 things that you feel grateful for yourself? 3 things that you feel grateful for with yourself. 3 things that you can also forgive about yourself. I'll share some phrases and I invite you to silently repeat them in your mind. I am, may I be joyful. May I feel and experience freedom. May I be well. May I be free of suffering, and may my life unfold with ease. May I be joyful. May I be free. May I be well. May I be free of suffering, and may my life unfold with ease. So breathe there. Silent, can you repeat these phrases in your mind? Come back to the present moment, back to your body. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Let it go. Becoming aware of the sounds around you. Becoming aware of the space you're at. Just being grateful for being here. For giving yourself this time and this space to reconnect with yourself, to be in touch with your emotions, to be here with an open heart and acceptance, self-compassion, self-love, to be here showing up for your well-being. As you inhale, bring the palms of your hands together above your head to meet. And as you exhale towards your third eye, and towards your lips, and towards your heart space. The love and light in me recognizes and sees the love and light in you. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, an amazing Thursday. And until then, I see you next time. Corinne, thank you so much for joining this morning. Also, Lori, I saw you wrote. And see you next time. Until then, namaste. Bye.